Hey, welcome back everybody. My name is Dean from Scenescapeshop and this is your Coffee Break Thursday. Now, this week I started painting a picture of a winter landscape, and 1 minute into the painting I realised that on the canvas there was this perfectly vertical, horrific tear in the canvas where the sky was going to be. Now, I could have tried to disguise it with something like lightning or something like that, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you what you can do in terms of making things right when things go wrong. Kind of like Quantum Leap, striving to put right what once went wrong. In a lot of the art groups that I'm in on Facebook, we'll have people who do their first or their fifth picture and they'll post it and they'll be frustrated with it, saying that something went wrong or the colours mixed and now I'm giving up, never going to paint again. Or they'll just post it and say that's as good as it'll get. It's sort of a fine balance with art. You don't want to be, trying to tinker with things for too long and just go weeks and weeks on one picture, and you'll tear your hair out and the passion will die. So, but at the same time, never give in and never assume that that's the best that you can do and you can't get any better, because you can't. So we're going to go through this. We're going to have some mountain pictures. I'm going to paint some sky on it. A couple of different techniques on the go. I'll talk a little bit through it. A few people have said they miss my snooker commentary voice halfway through the videos. Very kind. And yeah, we'll jump straight in. So all that's left for me to do is to, as usual, just say, hope you've got that coffee ready. Pop your feet up, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so the return of snooker commentary voice guy. All right, so this A4 canvas, I've just painted in black gesso. As you've seen me do a couple of times before, just with the black canvas. The good thing about using a black canvas is it's great for those darker tones, for those darker pictures with the underlay of black instead of an underlay of white. So already this sky, even though I'm just using Prussian blue as usual, already you can see it looks moodier, it looks darker, it looks more like a nighttime sky rather than a daytime sky. And that's just the black gesso behind it. Now you might be able to see the little mark on the canvas on the right hand side, the vertical scratch on the canvas. So yeah, I could have made that lightning, but what we'll do is we'll make it into a tree near the end of the piece, and that'll help cover the mark. So I've got a little bit of a light source in the middle of the sky here, so we've got to bear that in mind when we do the mountains. All I'm doing now with the mountains is just putting down that dark underlay in. This just allows this, when this white titanium white goes on, it just breaks up the paint so that it gives it all the mountains those crevices that you need. So if the light source is in the middle, that means that we need to, every mountain face that's facing that light source needs to be white, and every side of the mountain that's facing away from that light source needs to have that darker tone of titanium white mixed with Prussian blue, just to make it look more like a shaded side of the mountain.
Okay, so since last we spoke, I've done a fair few things. So I used a little bit of liquid black on the mountains just to break up a little bit too much white. And we've put some trees in and put some snow in the foreground. Be careful not to make just flat snow. I start in the middle and sort of blend outwards. And that sort of helps give it some depth. We're going to put a tree on the right hand side and a tree on the left hand side. Now the tree on the left hand side is all good, it's all fine. The tree on the right, remember, we're going to pretend that we've made a mistake just to cover this scratch on the right hand side of the canvas. So that'll make the tree on the right a lot further forward in terms of perspective, a lot bigger. What you'll see is, you'll see me put a lot of paint down and then use too much paint. And what usually happens then is you create something that we call mud on the canvas, where the paint just mixes together because it's the same consistency. Now what we need to remember is that thin paint sticks to thick paint. So a great way to overcome the problem with mud is to use thinner paint than what's already on the canvas. So I'm doing that now with the trees. So just putting down some liquid white mixed with titanium white to make sure that that paint sticks to the darker trees. We'll do the same technique with the tree on the right after we've wiped away the excess paint, which you'll see me do in a sec. Alright, that's just about us done. We'll just let this nice piece of music play us out. And thank you very much for joining me, folks, and I'll see you next time.